Hey everybody, this is another episode of Fidget Spinner Show and Tell. I am your host, Wanda Johnson, and this is the Harbinger by VanPelt Precisions. And it's like a four arms, but it's more like a... how would you describe this? It's kind of got four arms, or it's just two arms that each split into two pieces. I'm not really sure. I can't remember how I got this. I can't remember if I bought it new or if I bought it secondhand. I don't have any memory of it. But it did come towards the unfortunate end of VanPelt Precisions. Dude was going through a lot of stuff. I don't know the details, but what ended up happening is that some orders didn't get fulfilled. Not really sure about the details. I'm sure people have their own opinions, but I got this just before he walked away from it all. For me, I'm really glad I have this Harbinger. Now, see the holes that are all the way through it? So cool. They are big enough to hold trits. Can you imagine what this would look like all tritted up? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 trits. I mean, that's pretty cool. Super easy to spin because you have this sort of area. It's not straight edges, even though this is, these are straight edges, but I've polished it to make them, more gentle edges. I forget where I was going with that. Super easy to spin because you got this sort of that in here. You can just ready, up and load. How about this? Lock and load. Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm more of a puller than a flicker. Kind of go both ways. In more ways than one. Okay, so I see here this is a stainless steel body. And it's got these copper weights, which I have flamed to kind of get different colors. This is what I was going through on all of them, but that was kind of cool right there. It's like a flame-patina kind of action. And you have brass buttons. I've always liked the VanPelt buttons. They are nice and thick. They could be deeper, more deeply scooped, but they're kind of as scooped as the Venom C buttons. So let me show you what it looks like underneath. It has a unique bearing retention system that I think is kind of cool. Boom! R188. Boom! Ain't that cool? Got these little brass screws, which are kind of nice, and this lifts up to reveal the bearing inside its little sort of pocket. I'm not going to undo these because it's kind of a pain in the butt, and it's not the highest quality of whatever this is. I mean, if they're brass, man, you strip them just by looking at them. So, I just found a good bearing, and I clean it with air on occasion, and I'm just not going to take it apart anymore. And then you see these weights. Now, think about these weights. They were aftermarket weights, and I forget who made them. For some reason, I think it was Handspun Designs. decided to make weights specifically for this since VanPelt was just long gone away. And I believe I replaced all my weights, which are much smaller, with these. I'm not really clear on the memory of that, however. So here's how the weights work. Okay. They're small, but for this, it fits perfectly in the space it's available. Very nice. You can't see these. Oh man, imagine that though. All those trits. So here you go. Dang, so many little trit slots. It's like one of those Hollywood movie premiere signs with, the lights going around a marquee. It has the title of the film. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started on the fidget spinner show and tell tonight. Okay, so that's, if you had the right size weights, my goodness. Just fill all that with light. That would be so many braids, so many glows. And which brings me to the original weight that I had. These are brass, as you can see, much smaller. They will reveal the little holes that you can fill with trit slots are with trits. It's weird doing this through the camera, like I'm not actually seeing the actual, what I'm actually doing. I'm looking at that screen. So those are the smaller ones. And here, I think that was the plan, is that you could trick this sucker up and still see around the weight. I'm not going to do all of them. You can get the idea. It's these little tiny weights. I believe each of these weights together as a package, like if I were to weigh these, they're about 3 grams. Teeny tiny. And then you can get her in titanium. Hold on. And then you also have stainless steel, which I tried to flame, and I don't know. I thought I could do it, but not the best job in the whole wide world. I'll probably end up polishing these. But then the weight isn't all that much, which is why I got these. These probably weigh hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll weigh these right now on my little weigher thing. 9 grams. So 9 grams for these versus 3 grams for these. As you can see there. These are quite nice. And I like copper a lot. I mean, I like brass in some cases, but mostly I like the copper action. I keep meaning to fill those slots with trits. That would be, I'm not even going to count how many these are. I believe this was like machine lines, and I polished it. I think, I don't remember. Anyway, I think this was like, it was a sleeper because it came out, as the end was very obvious to everyone that it was coming. And, shame. I have some of these fidget spinners and I really like them. And especially this one, I've never seen a design like this. Alright, now that the guts are spread all over the place, that's all I have to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Yeah.